Well, good morning to my TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram and YouTube family. How's everybody doing today? Good morning. My name is Rachel, but I go by Better Love on this app. Rachel Better Love Banks on Facebook. Better Love 68 on Instagram, and Rachel Banks Caregiver Corner Connection on YouTube. And I am a generational caregiver. I had my mom for over 15 years in my home, and she suffered from Alzheimer's, congestive heart failure, and Parkinson's. But prior to her passing, I had to get my adult son, Kevin, in. Kevin lives with schizophrenia, defective disorder, traumatic brain injury, early onset Alzheimer's, and a heart condition. He has to see a new cardiologist soon. So Friday I'm off. I had to take him to his primary care physician to get a referral to see this new specialist because his legs has still not gone down, and that's because of the heart condition. But anywho, that's not what I want to talk about this morning. Um, Last night, I have been tagged in that mother's post so many times. The one who has the severely autistic child, um, JB, I believe his name is, and each video that I'm being tagged in, either she's holding a frying pan or something like that. And I made a video last night, and my response defending that mother was spot on, but I deleted it. And I'm gonna tell you why I deleted it. Because I got too emotional reading the comments under this mom's post. People, and I'm not an autistic mom, and my hat goes off to these autistic mothers because I don't think people realize how difficult it is. And for me being educated in listening and having autistic mothers on my panel, I've learned that there are three levels: level 1, 2, and 3. I believe JB is third. He's on the third level. But I got so mad and I got so emotional, and it's coming from the black community. And it was even some autistic mothers on there. Okay, and I say this all the time because your child can be autistic and another child can be autistic, but how they handle that disability is totally different. It's just like my son. My son has early Alzheimer's at 39. My mother had Alzheimer's. The only thing they had in common was sundowners. We have to stop comparing how our children and how adults handle something because we know somebody that has that same disability. It doesn't work that way. And I was pissed off last night. I mean, the comments under the post was like, hell, I'm from the old school. I beat that child ass, this, that, and there. How is she allowing him to tear up the house that she's renting? Well, if you took the time and went to her content, she bought that house. That mom bought that house. She's sitting there doing her closing. She bought the house. Her and her partner bought that house. And if you listen to her closely, JB has been out of his support program, I guess because of the weather. So that's another factor why he's acting like that. I do edit a video of his, think it was like a year and a half ago. I'm going to find that video. And she was by the stairs, and JB was going towards her, and she said, JB, safe hands. Safe hands. Yes, ma'am. And he sat on the steps. And she was like, you're hurting mommy. Ma'am, why? Why? See, I need you to understand that. Just because your autistic child can comprehend certain things, that does not mean that he can. We are so quick to bash a parent when they have a special needs child. Stop that. It had me in tears last night because I was so mad. I said, let me delete this. I want to redo it again. Instead of us going in her comments, is there anything? Hey, I know a special. Hey, I know this. They had people saying, just place him in a facility. Okay, are you going to pay for it, or are we just going to put him in a state-run facility where he possibly can be abused? I'm asking this question seriously. You guys know I'm looking for a facility for Kevin, but will I just dump him anywhere? Absolutely not, because that's my child and I'm still responsible. And if you look at her videos, if you actually go to her content, when he's out of his normal routine, it sparks. And it was the same way with my mother. When COVID hit and her support center closed down and I had to work from home, the hell I went through because she was out of her routine. But go to her page. Look, hey, JB, say hi to the people. We're going to church. Hi. Hey, JB, you're at the dentist's office. Tell your TikTok family hi. Hi. It's not always abuse towards his mother, but his mother is his main focus when it comes to that. You don't know what she's trying to do to get more help. And in the state that this country is in, baby, resources. Resources. Where are there? Where are the resources? This mom needs more support than she does hate. You have no clue. Does she cry in the middle of the night because she can't take that pain away from her child? Do she? I know I do. My son is 39 years old. He has no business having all these disabilities. And I say it again, being a special needs mother or being a caregiver to a loved one, it really makes you want to question God, why them? With all these hateful people in the world. I mean, people got to laugh emojis. One girl did a video on a pole with a frying pan, and honey, I'm getting emotional. Let me find it. To the people who have something crazy to say to this mother and you have children, thank God that your kids are healthy physically and mentally. Thank God you don't have to worry about your child possibly being placed in a facility. Thank God you don't have to worry when you go home to glory that your kids are going to be all right because they're thriving, they're happy, they're healthy, they possibly can get married and have family. What's that for JB and his mom? There's a mother on here who has 3 special needs children. And I do it in her video yesterday. Hey, sis. She was like, and I just had to go in my car because I have a migraine. You don't know what we deal with. And this is why the suicide rate is high amongst caregivers. I just duetted a video. Another family in Australia unallowed them their 2 special needs children in themselves. So before you condemn someone like that, or you take a small snippet, a very small snippet of someone's life that's online, and maybe she's educating us. That's how I got educated on DMDD. That was Kevin. And I didn't know he had DMDD because it wasn't talked about in the Black community. We are disenfranchised in the medical community, and we are disenfranchised in the legal system. You know how many ass when Kevin got that he shouldn't have got? And because of another mother on here named Marilyn who educated me on DMDD, I saw the signs in Kevin's son. He got properly diagnosed and is getting help. Be grateful if your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your grandmother, your grandfather, and your children got their physical and mental health. Stop condemning someone on one small snippet of their life. Let me get out of here. I want you guys to have an amazing rest of the day. And pray for that mom. Send her words of encouragement. Because you know you have no idea what she's dealing with on a daily basis. No idea. And thank God that you don't have to worry about that. Anywho, you guys have an amazing rest of the day. I'm about to go to work. I just had to put that out there.